Welcome to Daily Life Connections video talk time as we continue to explore who God is and how He works and what difference that makes in our lives as we journey with Him day by day through these difficult times. Today, I'd like you to imagine a little situation with me. Let's say that you and I, or you're on a trek, a adventure, a hiking adventure, and you're traveling along this old road. And as the day progresses, the sun goes down, it begins to get dark, the weather turns against you, and it's a cold, driving rain. And you've heard some coyotes howling out in the woods on the hills along the road. And this is not a pleasant journey. This is not an easy time. You're tired, your pack seems heavy. You're not sure there's a safe place to camp for the night. And then you hear an engine coming and a large four-wheel drive vehicle pulls up beside you on this old dirt road. And the driver powers down the window on your side and says, why don't you join me? Why don't you climb aboard with me? Now, your hesitation is twofold. Number one, if I commit myself to this ride, I'm going to go, my destination is now going to be where that driver's destination is. His stopping points are going to be my stopping points. Where he decides to eat is where I'm going to end up eating. My journey lie completely in the hands of this driver of this vehicle. Where he decides to stop and rest is where I will end up stopping and resting. When he decides to go is when I'll be going. The other issue is, can I trust this driver? Can I trust that he knows where he's going? Can I trust that he's safe to be with? You see, I will have to give up my trying, I'll have to give up relying on my resources to get me where I need to be. Well, that's exactly really what the psalmist faced in Psalm chapter 31 and verse 3 to 5. Listen to what he says. He says it this way: Be my safe leader, be my true mountain guide. Free me from hidden traps. I want to hide in you. I've put my life in your hands, for you have redeemed me. I've put my life in your hands. Another translation says, into your hands I commit my spirit, which sounds rather familiar, doesn't it? Because it's what Jesus said on the cross. In that dark, horrid hour, he says, I commit myself to you. I entrust my being, my life, my destiny to your hands. And that's really what God invites us to do in these difficult times that we're going through. Will you get on board my vehicle with me? Will you entrust yourself to my who I am and to the destiny I intend to arrive at? So, as we come to God today in prayer, we have that choice to make. Well, can we trust Him as a leader? His track record is good, isn't it? Whether it's in the book of Exodus when He leads His people out of the land of Egypt to freedom and self-determination as a nation, or whether it's leading them into the promised land across the Jordan River. He's got a good track record of leading His people where they need to go. So I just want to encourage you today that as you come to that road, that decision point this day, will I trust in my own resources to keep myself safe and to get myself where I want to go? Or will I trust my being and my life to following Him, to His care? I encourage you today with me to simply turn to Abba and say, into your hands I commit my spirit. I entrust my life to you and to your care. and trust that He is a good leader and He will know where to get us to and how to get us there. And then watch for His leadership in your life and my life this day. Well, I trust that that's been helpful this morning. And I just pray that you and I will find the courage to trust Him even when it seems like there isn't a lot of evidence that He's getting us to a good place as fast as we want to go. God bless you. We'll talk again tomorrow morning.